Hi, good morning, and thank you for taking the time to join this interview. My name is Adil Asmawi. I am a year 2 student from University Saint Islam Malaysia. The purpose of this interview is for my intercultural communication assignment, where I would like to learn about your cultural background, especially in terms of communication and cultural interaction. So, may I know your full name and a little
Yeah,
bit about your background?
yeah. Good morning. Good morning, Asmani. My name is Syntax, and I'm a Johorian, and I'm studying in UTM. And my cultural background will be Buddhist, and I'm a Buddhist.
So, the first question is, can you tell a little about your culture and how it influenced the way you think and interact with others?
Oh, okay. For your information, I came from a Buddhist influenced culture, which the value which promoted by the Buddhists will be calmness, mindfulness, compassion, and respect guide our daily life. This shapes the way I think. This cultural shape the way I think to try to think positive in or my decision become good because when I get easily to get nervous. When I get nervous, I will accidentally make a wrong decision. So this Buddhist culture can help me in become calm in making the decisions. And I think that this can help me when interacting with people. I can focus on being polite, which always promoted by the Buddhists that we need the Buddhists should be in to be polite to anyone, no matter what is their background, what is their income, anything. We need to be polite to everyone and understand and avoid conflict because harmony is highly valued in the Buddha culture.
Oh, so amazing, your culture. The next question is, what form of verbal and non-verbal communication are commonly used in your culture?
Oh, okay. For verbal and non-verbal communication are commonly used in my culture, which is Buddhist. Is verbal communication is normally used by the Buddhist is gentle, indirect, and polite, as I mentioned in the first question. Because Buddhists are advised to be polite to anyone, no matter what is your background, what is your income, and people avoid to raising their voice or speaking harshly. For non-verbal communications includes a calm tone and soft facial expressions and slightly bowing as a sign of respect and avoiding the aggressive gesture. Yeah, that is the verbal and non-verbal communication that promote in Buddhist culture.
Interesting. So the next question is, in Chinese culture, how do people usually show respect to elders or superiors?
Mm, Taking me as an example, I will usually talk to someone that I don't know. Maybe I will call it uh, Mr. or Mr. or Miss. That is our first call name because we don't know that person, right? So maybe we will call Sir. Can I ask you something? Just like when I doing the interview for my project, normally I will use my Buddhist culture to interact the people who I don't know, such as, good morning, sir. Can I have a few minutes with you because I'm currently doing a project. So I think this is one of the good thing that I learned from my culture because my culture, as I mentioned earlier, it taught me how to be polite, how to be calm, how to be interact with people who don't know but with respect. Yeah. So I think in my culture, I think this is a very good example for me lah. And can I add? I want to add on something. And respectful in Buddhist culture is very important as because in Buddhist they always mention that Buddhist for elderly is considered one of the important value that influence by Confucians because we have our ancestors, we have our one of our book means Confucius. This is one of our in Malay we call Tokok lah, our famous people who is always promote the kindness, polite, and good value, good moral value, something like that. So For the guideline, for the Buddhist will be followed by will be according to Confucius.
Oh, that's amazing. Your sound is clearly. The next question: how do you adjust the way you speak when interacting with people from different culture?
Mm, I guess I will use the same thing which I learned from Buddhist, which is I use simple, clearer language to avoid confusion. That is the first thing. And then second thing, I will try to be I need to be polite when we interact with someone who from different culture because we don't know that maybe some of the word will be offended to the people from different culture. And thirdly, I will be observing their communication style and matching their level of formality or directness because sometimes when we as a university students we need to interact with different type of people and we need to adjust our communication style to different people who we interview. And most importantly, I guess is being open-minded lah. Because open-minded is the most important element when we communicate with someone. That if you're not open-minded, you are very kind of hard to interact with others who from different culture. Yeah, that is my way.
Okay. The last question. What family value and or principle are most important and consistently emphasized in your life?
Okay, for me, in my family members, we always promote respect and gratitude. And this respect and gratitude also one of the most important element in our Buddhist culture. But actually, Buddhist culture has a lot of values such as compassion, respect and gratitude, moderation, mindfulness, responsibilities. But in my family members, we focus to one of those important element we focus to only, which is respect and gratitude and responsibility. And according to my father and mother, they try to help us to have this kind of value and principle because they want us to be respectful towards parents and elders. That is the first element. The second element will be responsibilities. So for example, when a male get married, you have to be responsible for your family members and fulfilling the family duties and taking care of each other. And I think that is the two most important elements that promote and teach taught by my parents in my family and in my life too lah. Because my life always following these two elements to as my guide to interact with people or doing assignments, something like that.
Oh, that's amazing your culture. Thank you
Yeah.
for sharing. Thank you for sharing a bit about your culture. I really appreciate the opportunity to learn and understand the way you think, interact, and the important value you uphold in daily life.